Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous...
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's following up! And again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
And it's Messi. Davids gets a foot in and wins the ball. Syria have reclaimed it. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi, he's found some space. Oh, important interception. And here's Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Nedved really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Syria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what a mistake! He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Has to go back here. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Pato. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hullet, Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Galatasaray are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Hullet. Thinks about the shot. Oh, super ball. Shot, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Galatasaray find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He is through here. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pepe with the slide tackle there. Davids. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Zola. And this is Messi. He's got away. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Zola. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. A header! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Galatasaray are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Gullit. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Look at the space. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Maldini attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
Added time.
Now it's Pele. Aims beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
This possibly the last play of the half. Gullit plays it short. Gullit shoots! And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Galatasaray enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Zola threads one in, and the shot! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Galatasaray are having a ball here. Cannavaro. That's Nedved. Rijkaard. Oh, that's delightful. Messi. And he's cut it out. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Big chance! That has been knocked clear. Gullit looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Gullit. It's Pato! And no mistake. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Gullit. And that has been slung wide. He's shifting through. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Syria still making a fight of this. Doku, he has found the way through. That's very neat. Doku! And that has been cleared. And it's Gullit. Now it's Cruyff. Haaland! Haaland! He's put his foot right through that one.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Substitution for Galatasaray.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is...
He's had it taken off him.
Neymar.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Varane spots it and intercepts. Pato going face-to-face with his great rival, engages and forces him off the ball. Syria can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the...
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. It's Neymar! Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Iniesta does really well to win the ball there. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Gullit. Del Piero. Now it's Messi. And the shot's on here. Chance for a shot! Now it's Del Piero. He's found the way through. Del Piero. Played in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's worked it through. Lovely, now then. Not the most convincing of passes. Gullit. Now it's Gullit. This might spell take. There's the shot! And a neat finish!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. That has ended up in no man's land. Del Piero. And this is Del Piero. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Syria get their goal. A bit of respectability restored.
5 minutes added time.
This could be their final throw of the dice. It's their second corner of the game. Gullit goes short. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's picked out the run. And he's well positioned here. Maldini. Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Haaland. Passing nice and neat. This looks promising.
Well,
That's that, the end. Galatasaray, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such...